Well, hello and welcome back to the Spence Arena in Novi Sad, day 4 of the Men's European Handball Championships. My name's Paul Bray. Glad you could join us once more for the second match of the day from this arena. It's Spain against Hungary. Spain, who made an excellent start a couple of days ago by beating the defending champions France 29-26. Hombrados, the captain and goalkeeper, with a 42% save rate, phenomenal in goal. While the Hungarians, well, they drew with Russia 31-all. It's a match they could so easily have won, with EHF going in on the last attack with 2 seconds to go, trying to do it all on his own and failing to pass the ball into Ivanchik, who was waiting free on the wing. They had to share the points in the end, and it could just prove crucial out of this group, which is without a shadow of a doubt the toughest of the 4. Spain winning today will see them guarantee their place in the main round. But defeat for Hungary will leave them battling it to the last day with the Russians to see who will go through. There's confirmation of the earlier result today, France putting that defeat against Spain behind them to beat Russia 28-24. The margin's somewhat closer than might be suggested, because France took their foot off the accelerator at the end. That's how the tables stand at the moment. Spain still top of the group without having played their match against Hungary. Of course, France move up from bottom to second, while Russia transition the other way to the bottom of the table. The referees today, Lars Geipel and Markus Helbig from Germany, an experienced pairing. And they're going to have a real job on their hand. There is a huge mass of Hungarian supporters who made the trip to watch their team here. They've been very well supported, and we shall now be having,
please welcome
the national anthems very, very shortly. We shall start with Spain. So Spain needing a point at least here, or ideally a win to go through to the next round, but now we have the anthem of Hungary. Emotional rendition of the Hungarian anthem, and they're going to need every little bit of help they can to lift themselves against one of the tournament big favourites, Spain. Well, Spain will line up with Hombrados in goal after that superb performance against France. Alberto Entrerrios at left back is the big gun for them, but Maqueda, the right back, had a brilliant game against France as well. And look out also for their wingers, really quick, Garcia and Ugalde. And there is Hombrados, 39 years of age, plays for Atletico Madrid. 38% save rate against France, 187 caps, and he's even managed to score a goal in the process. He was in the World Championship winning side of 2005 for the Spaniards. For Hungary, well, real injury problems, I'm afraid. They have lost Tamas Ivanchik, the right winger, injured in their opening game against Russia. Zhubai is on the list there today, but is doubtful as to whether he will play. They've called in a replacement because they'd only named 15 players. Szabos Solushi has made the trip out there, but Gabor Chaza, their playmaker, will be critical. 416 goals in 140 appearances for the Veszprem playmaker, who used to play his club handball for Viborg in Denmark. He will link up with Ferenc Ilyes to his left and Tamas Moksai on his right for the attack, and hope that they can really launch some good long-range efforts. Valo Rivera, the coach of the Spanish team, hoping that they are well on track for maximum points into the men round. Well, Lajos Moksai knows that his team have a mountain to climb here against the Spaniards, who have beaten them in their last two encounters in senior competitions. Euro 2010 a couple of years ago, Spain won big time, 34-25, while last year in Sweden at the World Championship, Spain won 30-24. Hungary will start with Roland Mikla, who did well in goal, while the Spaniards appear to be putting their faith in Jose Sierra, the other goalkeeper, 33 years old, who plays for Valladolid. He made his way last year at the World Championships in Sweden for Arpad Sterbik, newly naturalised, former Serbian, but now with a Spanish passport, but he's injured, and so Sierra is back in again. So Geipel looks to the table. Are we all clear? And here we go then. Spain throw off this second round of games for them against Hungary in the red tops and the blue shorts. Hungary in the all-white strip. Well, if the Hungarians could win here today, that would be a huge shock, but let's not rule it out. This is the toughest group, where it seems that the top teams in each of the four pots came out into this Group C. Penalty inside the first 20 seconds. The foul by Hungary's Tamas Moksai. Feed in there, fouled on the line, Adwin Agalde. A fairly clear decision for the German referees. So early test for Roland Mikla against Juan Cañelas, the Atletico Madrid playmaker. Well, he went the right way, but just didn't get there quick enough. One 0 to Spain then. But with injury to Tamas Ivanchik, the younger of the two Ivanchik brothers, his brother Gergo is on the left wing. It means that Hungary will be relying on Harsani over on the right wing, the only remaining wing on that side. Sierra parries away the first shot by Gergo Ivanchik. Comfortable save for the Valladolid goalkeeper. Not a great height. Rather opportunist throw, it has to be said. Well, Spain have prepared for these European Championships very much away from prying eyes, whilst most other teams are playing other European opposition from other groups. That's another penalty. Adwin Agalde fouled once more, and they're struggling to hold the big man. 195 tall, 110 kilos. Lovely feed into him. And Mikla will once more face a 7-meter throw after that foul. Balalushka. Same side. And Mikla tried to go for the other side this time, but to no effect, I'm afraid. Second goal from the penalty line. Long-range shot there comes to nothing from Ferenc Ilyes. 7 of the Hungarian players come from the same club, Veszprém, the champion club, which is also coached by the national team trainer Lajos Moksai. Trying to find a way through. And again, a rather telegraphed effort as they can't break through the defence. The Spaniards starting very well in defence and they're trying long-range shots. And at the moment, there's been no power on those shots. And inside the area by Guinagaldi, he's given possession away. Moros who's gone in on the line initially, and once more Sierra comfortably covering everything that's coming long range at him at the moment. Ferenc Ilyes and the Spaniards with a 3-2-1 defence, but extremely deep. They've got Ugalde, he must be out at 14-15 metres. Ilyes tries to go through, and the Spanish defence holds well. Gurbindo. Ilyes tries again. And it's a shame they couldn't just quite connect with that pass as Moksai was coming in from the other side. Well, we're told that Tamas Ivanchik, who was injured in the opening game, will require an operation. And he seemed to turn his knee. We'll get confirmation for that maybe later on as the tournament goes on. So whether it's cruciate ligaments, in which case he could be out for quite some time, sadly. Let's hope not for his sake. Free throw and a yellow card now for Spain. Ugalde. And Moros taking a fairly central role in defence there. Quick exchange as he drops back in front of Gurbindo. Ilyes can't go through, and still the Spanish defence holding tight as the Hungarians trying to find a way in close, and they're not standing back 3 metres, and it's a yellow card for Gurbindo. Second one now for the Spanish side. And still Gabor Chaza, the Veszprém playmaker, being individually marked. Into the wing, they've got 2 line players in at the moment. Not bad play, Sierra makes a fabulous save from point-blank range off Harsanyi, the right winger who went across and came back. And at the other end, Mikler makes an equally fine save for the Hungarians, and the crowd are on their feet. Good grief, there's a huzzah in the background there, but I guess 2 of them. So Spain settle down, Gurbindo at the right back, turning the bench a little bit early on here against Hungary. But they do need a good result here, the Spaniards, nevertheless. Nearly too many steps, looks for the line. The line's too closely marked and simply couldn't get free Guinagaldi, but he's got a free throw. Lalushka, 2 metres and 2 tall, holding his own there. Ah, superb pass. Defending inside the area, they say, by Moksai on Guinagaldi. And a yellow card as well, I think. Let's have a quick look and see. He grabs him and pulls him over, basically. And ironically, Guinagaldi wasn't even in the area because he was being lifted off the ground. So change the goalkeeper for Hungary, Ferenc Fazekas. More experience of the 2 comes in once more to face Canellas. Committed himself early, started falling off to the right. And so Canellas has scored all 3 of Spain's opening goals from the 7-metre line. So incidentally, on the Spanish shirts, España 2013, they're hosting the World Championships in 2013. So free throw for Hungary. Little hat off, and they just can't find any way through to the line, unfortunately, at the moment. And Zhubai is in the frame, so it's good to see that, because we were worried about his fitness after taking a bad knock in the match against Russia. Penalty, defending inside the area by Moros. Barcelona defender. Caught out this time by Tamas Moksai. It's the first time they've managed to get anywhere near the 6-metre area, and it's a shove as he went to shoot. In fact, it's given the penalty. And finally, after 7.5 minutes, Chaza scores from the 7-metre line. And it's all been penalties so far in this game. So Iker Romero comes into the frame, the 31-year-old veteran for Spain. The only player in the Spanish side who isn't based in Spain. And a 2-minute suspension, meanwhile, for Hungary's Balázs Laluska, the defence specialist. And a blow early on. As I was mentioning, Romero makes the pass there. Let's have a quick look and see. There's the foul, and Laluska is off. But Romero then in the centre of the Spanish attack. He plays in Germany for Fuchs Berlin. Just moved there this year from Barcelona, his long-standing club. Into the wing, there's a lot of extra space now as the defence is sucked into the centre. Comes in. Nicely scored by Ugalde. First open play goal of the game, 4-1. 3-1 defence, deeper than ever now. They push right up onto the wingers as Ivanchik tries to come out and help at the back. No way through. Great defending by Spain early on here in Novi Sad, up in the north of Serbia. You're in the other group where they're playing today, in Versace. It's Slovenia who lost their opening match 29 rather against Croatia, and it's booked Croatia's place into the main round. In their second match, Iceland and Norway are level 8-all at the moment as Hungary, despite being short-handed, pull another one back, and it's Moksai. 4-2. 3-0, you were worried that they were just going to rout them all of a sudden, but Hungary digging deep, as they did against Russia, coming back from behind, tried to find it into the wing. Was that over the line? That's what some of the spectators are arguing. Lovely little back pass there by Alberto Entrerios, who's come into the left-back position. The older of the two Entrerios brothers in the Spanish side. Into the wing, huge angle. And not too much that Mikla can do about that, as once more Ugalde finds a gap through the defence. The short-handed defence crowded in the centre to try and stop the big guns. There's space for the wing. And Ugalde, the Barcelona winger, 59 caps, 127 goals. He resumes his position at the front of this very deep. It's now more of a 5-1 defence. It's lost its 3-1 shape. Great play, but what a save by Sierra off the shot by Harsanyi. He's not having a great time here, I'm afraid. 2 missed shots from point-blank range. Defender just taking the sting out of that shot. The break is on. Well, it looked opportunist, but that's gone in off Moksai. Well, it seems that being short-handed suits the Hungarians. As Sierra has been so good, they let that one through the legs. Moksai plays for Flensburg in the German Bundesliga. Good window, no way through there. 11 minutes in then. 5-3 to Spain. Free throw. Lots of height. Not great direction though. Mikla covers that comfortably. And so the Spanish defence, as the wingers come out, they're following out as well. They seem happy to spread quickly and follow. Well, the Hungarian fans in good voice here, hoping somehow that it's going to be a shock win for the Eastern European team. But at the moment, they're struggling to find ways through to the line. Chazar has to work hard to get the ball back to Mokshay under a lot of pressure from Ugalde. Passive plays being warned, they've got to shoot quick. That's come off a defender, the shot by Elias, and it'll be a throw-in from the corner for Hungary. Moros getting a hand to it on the way out. Ferenc Elias loitering at the back here, that's another free throw. Still passive plays being warned, they've got to take a quick shot or lose possession. Oh! Clever play. Well, the Kempe looked to be coming straight into the centre, but it went past him. I'm not sure it was intentional. Elias missed it. The ball drops behind him, and Ivancic is the beneficiary, and they're within one. 5-4 Spain, as Hombrados exchanges a few views. Look very relaxed about it with Sierra. Such an amazing history of goalkeepers, the Spaniards. You think, I mean, instead of coming into it is a bonus for them, as he's originally Serbian, but you think that in addition to the ones here, you had Barufet, who retired last year. He was a real legend in his own way. Moros, oh, it's come off the post, stays out. No mistake on the rebound, though, for Tomas. Lucky break for the Spaniards, as if they needed it. And it's 6-4. There's the initial shot, but no one to help the rebound. Unfortunately, Mikla left to his own devices there. Tomas, who plays for Barcelona. Well, they hit back, the Hungarians, not to be outdone. You can be a little bit more passionate than that, it is allowed. Mokshay, goal number 3 for him. So for Spain, change on the right wing, it's Roberto Garcia comes into the frame, just wants a quick touch of the ball. Romero into Aguinagalde. Aguinagalde bundled over by Lalushka, it's a free throw. Gurbindo at the right back, relative newcomer to the Spanish side with 35 caps. Great save by Mikla, read it well. And they've hit back and leveled it. Chazar. Well, a 4-1 exchange by the Hungarians, who made a very slow start, and they've rather crept up. The Spaniards looking at time really well in control, but I guess it's what the French like to call a cambriolage, a burglary, when the other team just creeps up and somehow snatches it from under your nose when they look like they were nowhere. Gurbindo tries to release himself, better defense, and it's almost as if the Hungarians are beginning to believe that they could do this. Mokshay defending with a vengeance, and Valero has to look at his options here. Maybe a little bit more firepower at the right back. Makeda could come in. At the moment, Gurbindo is struggling to get into the frame. That's more like it. Entre Rios. So the initiative goes back to Spain. 14 minutes to go in the first half. A win for Spain here. Well, in fact, for that matter, a draw would see them go through to the main round. They'd rather take the win just in case Hungary end up being the third team coming through, because obviously you take the points with you, and Ivancic levels it again. Second goal for him. 7-all. Waits a long time. Sierra tries to cover it, but he's not far enough across to cover it. I'm sure He'll have been given words of encouragement from his injured brother before the game. Lovely goal, Garcia, Barcelona winger. One of the most experienced players in the team. And they hit back, it's goal for goal here. Zubai, who was doubtful for the game. Well, a few anxious looking faces there. They know how crucial this game is. Because if Hungary were to win here, well, then they would be booking their place in the next round. That's gone wide, clips the outside of the post by Entre Rios, and back come the Hungarians. Quick to the other side, Ivancic, so much space, that's a penalty. Impeded in the act of shooting by Daniel Sarmiento. And he knows it, he walked into him. Look at this, through the area, he's standing inside, gets in his way. So a chance for Hungary to sneak in front here in the 18th minute. Clock stopped exactly on the minute. So Chazar steps up. Sierra comes a long way forward, tries to put him off, a lot of jumping around. Chazar just turns his back on him and walks off. I'll come back when you're going to be serious. Well, cheekily bounces it next to his foot, and Hungary go in front. Oh yes. Well, a change for Spain at right back. Makeda has come in, and that's a move I'd have made probably a little earlier than it has been done. Sarmiento's in the centre, adding a little bit of pace, Sarmiento, while Makeda will add the power. 197 tall, but he's got a wicked shot on him, and it might just suck out the defence a little bit more and give more space to the line players, Aguinagalde and Guardiola. As Makeda being fouled, the follow-up not coming though. Yes, holding his own. Well, can Hungary stop a run of 2 defeats in 2 major championships when they played against Spain? The fans certainly in good voice here. Sarmiento, straight down the middle, well saved by Mikler. Aguinagalde tries to create a bit of space. Makeda, the defence comes out quickly to stop him getting the shot. Brilliant defending. Galushka out instantly. He knew he had to get in the way of Makeda's path, or he would get a free shot at goal. Aguinagalde tries to drop back in again. 110 kilos he is, the line player. Not too easily to displace as Harsani's pulled back into position by his teammates. Oh, fantastic. Mikler saves it, but it's a penalty and a 2-minute suspension as well. The Hungarian keeper did brilliantly. Sarmiento gets past. Just got his hand to it. But Ilyich has picked up a 2-minute suspension, the second suspension of the game for Hungary. So in comes Fazekas once more. Well, committed himself too early. Canielas will eat him alive if he does that. Lifts his left leg, and as soon as he's done that, he's beaten. You just bounce the ball next to the standing leg. And so it's 9-all, but more importantly, Spain have a power play situation now for the next minute and 40 seconds. Hungary have put in Cornel Nodge now, the Dunkerque-based back player, goes in on the line. Mokchai, fouled is he? Well, he gets a second chance. Looked like his arm was going to be taken. Moros is saying that's double dribble, but it's not the way the German referees saw it, and they take the lead despite being short-handed, courtesy of Mokchai's second effort. Well, it's an interesting one. He bounced it down and then bounced it again, and you have to say that Moros may well have a point. Into the wing, and it's saved off Mikler. Tried to be clever and put it over his shoulder, and the Pigzeged goalkeeper just stood his ground. Didn't react too early. Temptation is to go straight away for the outside post. 38 seconds to go on the power play, and Spain have stolen the ball. Break is on. Looking to pass into the line. Didn't touch it the second time as he went into the area. That was lucky. Otherwise he'd have given possession away. Good quick reaction there by Chazar. And Spain have suffered 4 turnovers. Hungary just the single one so far. Crowd louder than ever now as the defence gets very deep. Windmill feint comes to nothing there as Makeda brings down. Well, he's saying what am I at fault? Makeda seems very surprised. So Nodge tries to go around him and to say, well, I didn't grab him, I went out, I stood my ground, he went over the top and fell over. Team timeout's been called anyway. Balajos Moksai. A few more seconds to serve on the suspension before they're back to full strength, but they've done really well to weather the storm on that one goal apiece. They're still very much in the frame. Lajos Moksai knows his players very well since 7 of them play for Veszprém, which he also coaches, the champions of Hungary. The perennial champions, one should say. I can't remember the last time anyone else came into the frame. Pigzeged, their closer opponents. They supply 3 of the players here today. Mikler, the goalkeeper, together with Zubaj and Gabor Anshin, the right back, who's not had much action. For Spain, well, they're not quite firing yet, and they probably need a good few efforts by Alberto Entrerrios at the left-back position to launch those long-range shots, because when they're getting stuck into the Hungarian defence at close range, the Hungarians are managing, they're coping with that. What they didn't seem to like earlier on was some of the long-range shots. It's a replay then of the Spanish timeout as we wait for Hungary to resume play then after that call by Lajos Moksai. They've got just a handful of seconds before they're back to full strength again. Well, that looks very early. I take it we're not working to the same clock. Coming in too early on that would get you sent off straight away. Zubaj is coming on the line. Good save. Held well by Sierra off Moksai. Looks for the line and it's stolen. And that's going to be a race that's going to be comfortably won by Sierra without moving in his goal. So Sarmiento tries to urge his teammates on. They failed to capitalise on that last power play. And into the right wing now, Spain put in Roberto Parrondo Garcia. In and out of there. Makeda. Oh, off the post, unlucky for him. Oh, Zubaj nearly loses possession. They've still got a phase 2 attack on if they want to. That comes off a defender, and that'll be a corner throw-in as Raúl Entrerrios, I think, leaping over the fence with that last effort. Well, after a poor start, going 3-0 down, the Hungarians are really hanging in here. The main thing, though, is are Spain just weathering the early storm before turning on the power in the second half. Ilias hands off to the right-hand side, goes all the way through. That's going to be a free throw. Garcia holding his position. That is Juan Garcia, not Roberto Garcia. Both arch rivals, one for Barcelona, one for Atletico Madrid. It's Barcelona who have the bragging rights, and that's an attacking foul on the line. I think that Gergo Ivancic, the winger, may well have stepped in as he went in as an extra line player, stepped over the line. Or it could have been Moksai, actually, who went in from the back. moment, Sarmiento and Aguinagalde being used in attack only. Free throw. Long spell without a goal now for Spain. Substitutions being made in defence. There's the ball trying to go into the line, but Aguinagalde is just bundled over before the ball even reaches him. So into the centre, Raúl Entre Rios. Aguinagalde drops back in again. Makeda, great height, it goes into the side netting, but it's off a defender. And it's a throw-in from the corner. Moksai just getting his hand to it. Really powerful shot from Makeda, who plays for Aragon. Into the wing, no space for the shot to come in though. Comes out to the back, Makeda is waiting, it's all getting a little bit disorganised. And Ivancic intercepting that shot, falls into the path of the goalkeeper. Ilyas just hesitated, he's not taking his shots and he's been pulled up on an attacker's foul now. They'll have to send the ball right back to where Sierra's standing though, that's where the incident took place. Ilyas not really shining at the moment at left back, but they don't have huge options, could try and put in Putic. Krivo Kapic can also play at left back, but he really is more of a right back, especially with his strong shot. Might bring him in a little later on. Little handoff and the slip on the floor. It sounded like the whistle was going, but it hadn't, and Makeda has made it all square here. 10-all. First goal for him. Not much that Mikler could do once he'd broken through to the 6-metre line. 10-all then, 5 minutes to go in the first half. Slow build up here, and we seem to have a bit of an issue, and Ivancic wants the floor mopped. You can see a great big patch. I don't know if it's a sweat or where someone went down earlier, or if it's just water. They are close to the bench there. It could be someone's drink has spilt a little bit and run onto the court. And I'm not sure what that meant, unless he's been rude to him. There's Makeda making a little signal. And that dance is definitely never going to catch on. So Moksai, well, he must be absolutely delighted after what looked like a poor start. Well, it was a poor start. The Hungarians are hanging on here, but they've got a long way to go still against a very, very experienced Spanish side that's got a very deep bench. Beautifully done, no one picked him up. Crept in round the back, the line player, Zubai. And Zubai got picked up far too late. Makeda realized he'd gone away from him. Second goal for Zubai. The line player from Pikzeged, and unfortunately Lajos Moksai has got himself a yellow card. And looks a little bit surprised. A little wry smile you could see in the distance from his counterpart Valero. They've got to watch themselves, the coaches. You can give 2 minutes to a coach, he stays there, it's just he's got to take off a player to serve it for him. So it doesn't help when they get excited on the bench as well. Makeda down the centre, 4 minutes to go, free throw, he's blocked. It's good strong defence by Lalushka in the centre. And Valero desperately trying to get instructions across to his players in this noisy arena where the Hungarian fans are not giving much time for the coaches to call across the court. Raúl Entre Rios waits there with Julian Aguinagalde. Little handoff, tries to shoot over the top, free throw again. Once more Moksai holding his own, and they're trying to get in close at the moment. They've got to maybe start resorting to the longer shots. Sarmiento goes over the top, tries to surprise the keeper with a quick snapshot. Back come the Hungarians. Little goal here, wouldn't go amiss. Moksai does it. 2-goal lead. Goal number 5 for him. Spain don't try and hurry it this time. They bring the ball back slowly. And the Hungarian shot efficiency is actually better than Spain's. Free throw again, 2.5 minutes remaining. And the crowd whistling, trying to put off the Spaniards, saved by Mikla, but it's another free throw. Shove on Makeda as he went to shoot. EHF can only smile. Well, Mikla has really come in well. He's experienced 76 caps, the Hungarian goalkeeper, but alongside him on the bench is Ferenc Fazekas, the 35-year-old who's played 190 times for Hungary. Valero has called a team timeout. Just needs to try and get things sorted out. I suspect that deep down they know that they've got the strength in depth on the bench and that Hungary are wearing themselves out here without the same depth on the bench. And as time goes on, they will have the better chances, but nevertheless, it's anxious times, but he's got to stay calm. Also, just trying to keep things calm here. They're beginning to find ways through. So 2 goals, Moksai and Zubai. Makeda down the centre, Sarmiento. He's trying to get a bit of pace going at the back. That's the players he's got on, the quick ones. Sarmiento almost fouling. Well, it's a 2-minute suspension for the Hungarians. They're not happy with the call. Sarmiento getting involved in a discussion as Makeda pulls him out. Oh, there's why. I was looking more at the incident on the ball. That's a terrible foul by Lalushka, who quite rightly gets a 2-minute suspension. You can see why there was some anger, not only from Sarmiento, but Makeda coming in. Well, he's trying to say, well, he moved at the last second, so I missed the ball. But and that may well be the case, but caught him square in the face, and I'm afraid not much the referees can do about that. So a 2-minute suspension. There's exactly 2 minutes left in the first half, so they will be short-handed for the remainder of this half, Hungary. But mind you, last time that happened, they actually outperformed the Spaniards. Long-range effort. Oh, dummy the first shot and then goes all the way through. Juan Cañelas. First goal from him from open play after his 4 penalties. And they're back to within just 1 goal. So the Hungarians got to really work hard now. They've kept Tarsani in on the line. No line player otherwise. Putic has come into the frame at left back. That's a good call. EHF was really struggling there. Free throw. Passive play's got to come soon against them. The referee's arm is up, and the Hungarians need to take a shot pretty soon or lose possession. Moksai, misunderstanding with Putic. Tries to shoot. Well saved. It nearly went out to the side, but it's picked up by Garcia, and back come the Spaniards. Inside the last minute before the break. We've got to try and capitalise on this. The Spaniards psychologically go into the break on level terms. Aguinalde ambles in. Plenty of time. 40 seconds for this attack. Into the wing. Garcia puts it back out again. Cañelas at the left back. Looks for the line. Aguinalde defending inside the area. It's a penalty. And Mikla's good save counts for nothing. Moksai can't believe it. So Cañelas goes in, Aguinalde gets the ball, and you can see he's inside the area defending. He puts his foot out very quickly. It was a close call, actually, when you look at the slow motion replay, but there you go. Cañelas has missed. And not only that, but the Hungarians pick up the rebound. And Mikler has really stepped up to the plate here today. 13 seconds to go, and once more Hungary going to outdo the Spaniards during one of their power plays. Absolutely no respect for the way things should be. Into the wing. That's come out again. How long have we got? Seconds. Straight down the centre. And it won't count because the buzzer has gone. And Spain have wasted the power play. That's maybe a harsh word. They've scored one goal, but they've had 3 attacks and haven't managed to capitalise on it. And instead at half-time, after making a poor start, the Hungarians are actually leading 12-11 against Spain. Mokshai's 5 goals contributing nicely to that, but Mikler in the picture there. What a first half that goalkeeper's had. The 27-year-old from Pikzseged saving that penalty at the end from Canellas to stop the Spaniards from going in on level terms. 45% success rate on the Hungarian shooting is better than the 41% for Spain. Few fast breaks coming their way, and roughly similar success on attacks, 44%. That's not huge, but 4 penalties from 5 for Spain are helping them, that's for sure. Canellas and Mokshai top scoring with 5 goals apiece. Chazar is the next best scorer of the game for the Hungarians with 3 goals. And the progression of the game will show that the Hungarians made a slow start without any goals early on, but when they did get going, they were doing very well. There was a dead spell for both teams for a while. And for Spain, well, it's a lot of penalties down the middle and on the left wing, otherwise not a lot of activity. And for the Hungarians, well, a couple of penalties, 1 fast break, and again, it is fairly well spread out, their shooting at the moment. And so at half-time, big surprise here, Hungary leading 12-11. We'll take a short break, but join us again after this half-time break for the second half. We'll see you then.